Hello, Cheryl here with Inked Pulp. Welcome to my Craft and Grab. I'll explain in just a minute what that is. I'm watching for YouTube to catch up with my live feed. There we go. Boy, I got a bit of a glare from this light. Let's see if I turn it around. Maybe turn that one off. I gotta figure out, there's not just an on and off switch on these. Well, I guess there is down here. I usually do them with the remote and I don't see the remote. Oh, that glare is coming from overhead. Hang on 1 second, you guys. Let me see if I turn off my overhead lights. Does that make it too dark? I don't think it does, so I think we'll go with this. So now I really need to find that remote because I need to change the intensity of that light. But I think we can see it okay. So who's here? Say hello. Let me know if that lighting is okay. And we're going to get started on the Craft and Grab, and hopefully a few more people will join us. This is my second Craft and Grab. The first one went really well, and I really appreciate the folks who came in. This is going to be our second one, and what I'm going to do is, we'll craft along for, I'm hoping to go about 45 minutes, definitely no more than an hour, or no more than 45 because I want to have time for a giveaway. So in this session, my plan is to work with scraps. I've got all kinds of scraps and different substrates and different papers to work with. And I'm going to go along and create, and we'll create all sorts of different things. We'll create maybe some envelopes, some tags, some, I don't know, whatever. And that's where I'm going to ask for help from my viewers. I'm still looking for that remote so I can change the light intensity, and I'm not seeing it. I shouldn't have unplugged it. And of course, I cannot find, I have two of those remotes. And of course, I can't find either one anywhere. Story of my life. So what I have to work with today is, these are my substrates. 1 second, looks like these are my substrates. I've got just a piece of cardboard. I've got some envelopes, some junk mail envelopes. I've got some junk mail cards. This one's a double. Oh, this one might be kind of fun. I think this would, kind of open up and we could decorate the whole thing and make like a little, I don't know, make something with it. I've got some dyed index cards that we can decorate. I've got some book pages that we can make all sorts of stuff out of. Another one of those dyed things. These are little envelopes. I found this is could be a tag, and this is a little tiny button envelope. So I've got lots of things to work with. And after the substrates, what I have to put on them, I've got all sorts of little bins of scraps sorted out, but I've also got, I've got some sort of scrappy paper. And then this one's been all stamped all over. I've got some dictionary page, 2 different kinds. They're different colors, and they are different print size. I've got some book pages from an interest rate book, so it's got all kinds of numbers on it. I've got a couple of different music pages, and again, they are different sizes, different colors, different shades, and different font size. I have got some napkin. I've got, oh, these would be substrates. These are envelopes. These should be in the substrate pile. These are the little coffee dyed envelopes. Coffee dyed papers, coffee dyed receipts. I've got some paper towel, some paper, big envelope. This I'd probably save for a journal cover at some point. Coffee dyed paper. I've got some tissue paper. This is some mulberry paper, more tissue paper. And I've got one piece of scrapbook paper here. However, I have a whole box of it, scraps, sitting beside me. And then I've got a box of paper scraps that I can pull from. I've got a box of, these are little, anything less than 6 inches. It's fabric, lace, fibers. She doesn't go in there. Under 6 inches, so I've got little things there. I've got all sorts of stuff. I've got more book pages to tear up to use as, decoration. So I've got all sorts of stuff to work with. So my question for you, say hello everybody. Hi Penny. So I'm just kind of showing what we're going to work on today. All my substrates and all my papers to decorate with. And then I've got stickers and I've got all sorts of stuff. Maybe you guys can see this. Look at all that little stuff around my desk. I've got all sorts of little things. And so we'll, pull from that as well. So my first question to you guys is, oh, before I get started, look at this little tag that I got in something that I purchased. I don't know if it came free or if I paid for it or what. I think it was like included in a giveaway. It's this little tiny tag. Let me make sure I'm in camera here. It's this little tiny tag, and then there's a book. There's a little piece of looks like seam binding glued down, and then there's this little tiny book, and it's got a little book cover. Working while watching. Oh, fun. Well, I'll have a giveaway at the end. Maybe you'll win. And then there's a little book inside. And I just think that's cute. I'm not going to make one of those today because I have to play with that idea. But I want to do something like that because I think that is just adorable. All right. So back to the substrates. We've got a few people in here, but not everybody's talking. So I have this piece of cardboard. We could do it kind of like a master board and then cut it up. I've got some envelopes that we could do different things with. I've got a couple of junk mail, cards, kind of harder things we could make journal cards out of. I've got this little piece. It's not really a trifold, but it's a fold out. We'll just call it a fold out. I've got the index cards that are coffee dyed and folded in half that we could make a little, card out of. I've got all the book pages that we could do many different things with. I've got these little envelopes that I can score and fold, and we could decorate those. And then I've got this little tiny button envelope. So what shall we start with? Hey, Melody. What would you guys like to start with? Let's pick a substrate and then I'll figure out something to work with it. What would you guys like? And if I don't have anybody pick, I'll just pick one. But I'd like to have you guys pick. Anybody? We've got 6 people in here, so somebody speak up. What kind of substrate should we work on? Tea-dyed paper. Oh, hey, Misty. Hey, Misty, I responded to your email and I got a note back from Google said they're trying to deliver it, but there was some problem. And so I did respond to you. I'm going to try resending that again, but I didn't want you to think I was ignoring you. To the left, tea-dyed paper. Oh, these little index cards, Penny? I think that's what you're talking about. Okay. And then the insert was something that Misty asked for. I'll set that aside to go next. Are you talking about the book pages? These are just book pages. Oh, okay. All right, that'll give us something to get started with because we've got to be finished in time to do the drawing. So let's do this. Okay. Let's go with one of these. Now, I've got on the inside are lines. So I typically do this as like a journaling card. And I don't do anything on the inside unless maybe I put a stamp or something because I want to leave that for writing. So we'll decorate the outside of this. And what I have done in the past with these is simply just put a stamp on them. But since we're doing the craft and grab, we probably need to do something a little more than that. So how about some of this? I love this tissue paper. How about some of this tissue paper? And then we can do some decorating over the top of that. That work for everybody? So, oops, tear this down just a little bit. You have some of that. I love it. I really love it. I did I'm doing, in case you guys haven't seen, I'm doing the Marguerite Miller Challenge this year. And one of my pages for the Marguerite Miller Challenge, I use that tissue paper, and I absolutely love it. I don't remember where I got it. I'm pretty sure it was from somebody, it came in something I purchased, or it was, because I don't recall purchasing it. So I don't know where I got it, but I'd love to get more of it. So Penny, if you know where to get it, let me know. Anybody else coming in? Nope. Okay, so let's just put that. I'm going to try to get that line off of there. I don't want that line. Okay. All right. So, and I try really hard not to get gunk on my desk, but that's impossible. What kind is it, Penny? Yeah, it's a tissue paper, but it's just got all sorts of text on it. And I don't know. Hey, Tina T. I don't know what brand it is. I don't know where it came from, but it's really cool. So I don't know if you guys have seen, but I've also started posting again my 12-minute tips. And my last one was how to very, very easily revitalize a glue stick that you've left out overnight and it's dried out. And this morning I came downstairs and there was a glue stick sitting on my table that hadn't been covered overnight. So I got to use my own 12-minute tip and it works like a charm. It's basically just spritzing water on the top of the glue stick and covering it up and letting it sit for a while. It works like a charm. I've had to do it. That was my third time this week I've had to do it. All right. So there's that. Now let's see, what shall we put on it? Shall we do a floral motif? Should we do birds? Should we do botanicals? Should we do like a vintagey rustic thing? What do you guys think? You know what I would like to do? Hang on one second. Let me pull out some oxide inks because let's salvage patina and maybe some scattered straw. You like vintage rustic, okay. Floral or birds, okay. Well, I saw floral or birds first. I want to try, I have never done this, and I have seen like 49 degrees or 49 dragonflies do it. And that is put down some ink, put some water on it, and then kind of get some of that color on the item. And I've never done this, and I've always wanted to try it. So there we go. Look at that. Let's get some more of this scattered straw. I might need to do a stronger yellow, but I think that will do it. Let's dry that off real quick. So close your ears. I'm going to turn on the heat gun, although it's really, my heat gun isn't all that loud. So hopefully that's not too loud in your ears. I just need to dry this up a bit. Yeah, this is something, do you guys ever do this? Put down gift tissue, brother, sister design studio from Hobby Lobby. Okay. It's really, really cool tissue paper. Okay, I'm not getting a lot of this yellow. So let me dry it one more time and then we'll just move on with whatever we get. So do any of you guys do this, do the wedding thing and then sop it up onto a project? I'm just going to get this book page. I'm just going to get the rest of this. No sense in wasting it. And then we'll do a quick clean and move on. All right. So the first, love that. What kind is it, Penny? Let me look. Floral or birds was the first suggestion that I saw. That came from Misty. So let's look at some florals. And I have a couple of different ones. Pick a focal point. This is from of Roxy Creations. This is from one of her digitals, and I fussy cut all of these florals. So that's kind of pretty. That one's too big. I also have some stickers. Okay, so here's what you have to choose from. Here's one. Oh, I really like that one. There's two. There's a white one, that a little subtle. I think I like the more colorful. So you guys tell me. Oh, here's a little purpley one. Yeah, it kind of doesn't stand out very well. Everything else is pretty big. Oh, I've got this one. Or this one with the purples. So you guys tell me, do you want... That one's too light. Let's limit it to these 3. Okay, so you've got 1, 2, and 3. Which floral shall we use? Two looks pretty, the one that's on there. Okay. Anybody else? 2, there's 1, and there's 3. All right, 2. 2 it is. We have 2 votes for 2. All right. Now we've got to find a little something to put behind that. So let's go to our scrappy papers. I think that's pretty, but it's going to get lost in there. So can't do that one. I think we're going to need something. I don't know if one of these is actually going to be the right thing, because that might work. A little piece of that. Let's see how that works. That's not bad, because it's a lighter color and the flowers stand out. Do you guys like that? And then what about that? What about that little piece of white in the background? Let me cap up my glue so I don't dry it out. And we'll do some inking. Remember, at the end of the session, we'll go and I'll do a drawing, and whoever wins will be able to pick one of the things that we've made. So we'll put that down. Let me ink this up just a little bit around the edges, get rid of some of that white paper edge. This has been a fun series. I love giving stuff away. And you guys will get to pick one of the items that we made, and that looks good. Okay, I'm going to glue this down first. You know, I watch Gail Augustinelli, and when she does, she cracks me up, and she knows she does it because she talks about it. She hits this thing down really hard and cracks me up. Okay, let's go back here. And then let's put that right there. And then we'll glue the whole thing down. So what are y'all up to today? I know Penny said she's working while she's watching. What's everybody else up to? Put that on there straight. And I've got a little glue that's come out, and you guys, if you don't know this already, you will quickly learn I love my glue eraser because I hate having the shiny spots where the glue is, and this little glue eraser just takes all of that off. It doesn't mess up the paper, it doesn't mess up anything else you have on there. It just takes the glue off so you don't have those shiny spots. And I love, love, love my glue eraser. All right, there's that one. Now, does it need anything else? A label or a word? Or I kind of don't think it does. I like it. Oops, I'm probably out of frame. I like it just the way it is. What do you guys think? Do we need anything else on it? Gotta glue down the rest of this that I didn't get. What do you think? More embellishments? Gotta stay warm, try to organize craft area to destash. It really is, Tina T. I use it all the time. So what do you guys think? Does this need anything more? It's so pretty. Yeah, I like it. I like it just the way it is. I think the only thing we might do, if I can find something quickly, we might put a little stamping in the inside, just a little something, something. That side, I think I'll put it on this side. Bookmarks for a swap that you're in. Oh, Melody, cool. All right, so we have that little stamp on the inside to give it a little more of the botanical feel. And then we have that on the outside. Now, question for you ladies, should I ink it around the edges or do you like it like that? I usually ink everything. However, in this case, I really kind of like it not inked. What do you guys think? Ink it. Okay. We'll ink it. I love crafting with you guys when you can, you know, have a say in what we do. It's not just me sitting here making something. I love doing the live and being interactive. I hope you guys do too, because it's just so much more fun. Now, I didn't put anything on the back of this, so I'm going to leave it like that. For now, if this doesn't get grabbed at the end, then you know, I may go back and do something on the back later. But for right now, and let's go around the inside real quick. Yeah, I usually ink everything. I did like this without. I thought it would have been okay, but Melody said ink it, so ink it we're doing. Melanie, I need to see how much your purchases were. I haven't sent you an invoice yet. If they're over $10, I will send you an invoice. Okay, when I turned that inside out, some of my little edges came up here, and that's okay. We'll just put some glue on there and push them back over. There we go. Perfect. All right, I'm going to set this one aside as done, and this will be available for grabs at the end of the video. Let's do one more of these because somebody else, let's see, we had the Floral Birds Vintage Rustic. So let's take a look at Vintage Rustic and see what we can do. And I have paper course, not going to cover the whole thing. Let's see if I have some more. Well, that's okay, because we could... Let's go with this, because this is definitely rustic. Doesn't quite cover up, but that's okay, I think. I think that's going to be okay. And so let's... This paper is very fragile. So I think I'm going to put it down here to ink up around the edges. I think this is going to go over the paper at the bottom, so we'll have to cut that off. But okay, yeah, I just need to go in and do it. I just haven't done your invoice yet, so I will get that done, and it'll be done this afternoon. All right, is this vintage and rustic enough? This grimy old piece of paper here, Melody, and then we'll find some other rustic stuff to put on it. There we go. And then we'll, probably should have torn those off, but all right. So, I did it on the wrong side. So that's going to be the back. I know that I have another piece of paper that's colored like that. Well, wait a minute. Nope, that's the front, but I put it on upside down. So you know what? It's going to be an upside down piece of paper, and we're going to work with it that way. Looks good, Melody says. Okay, so we have this. Let's see. Let's look through our little box of scraps here. And let's make a little collage. I've got this piece that we could put down here. We'll just do a little bit of a collage. Got all kinds of stuff in here. I can't keep it too light because then it won't show. Let's do this. Okay, so what about something like this on the side? You liking that, Melody? A little bit of collage on the side. And then we could put something in the middle here. Let me get this inked up. It's fun to make things that you want to make, because then if you win, if you like the thing that you picked, you can win it. Oh, and let me also mention that if you win the giveaway, if you shop with me, I will just put it in your next order. if you do not shop with me, I will send it out free of charge. I'll just take the shipping because nothing's going to be that big. So there will never be a cost to you for the craft and grab. Okay, just inking up these edges. All right, and then I'll look at it. I'll look at putting these down. There. I like that. And then I have one idea to make those stand out even more. Where's my book? Okay, so we're going to put get it going the right way. I like making these little collage scraps. Do you guys do this? Just take random little, I don't throw anything away, by the way. As you can tell by this basket of, it's just little tiny stuff, but I always need, it seems like, something really small. And then I just go to my little basket. Okay, I like that. Now that kind of blends in. So what I want to do is take either some cheesecloth and help it to stand out a little bit. Come on. This cheesecloth gets all bound up. Put a little cheesecloth, but even that is a little too. And then I have this kind of jersey-like fabric, and I like it because it kind of rolls up on the edges. And I like the way it rolls around a piece that I have on there. So let me cut a little piece of this. However, it's going to tear. It's tearing a lot different than I thought it was going to tear. It's okay. Some point here will come to an end. Well, maybe not. Let's just cut it off because it's going on and on and on. All right. And then what I like about this, it's a little lighter in color, but you see how the ends kind of roll over? So if I put this on here, you'll get sort of a rolled edge. And I want to do the same thing here. There we go. And get our, it's almost like a scroll, like it's kind of sitting in a scroll. Now I hope this doesn't make this too big for the card. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I might put it more to the middle, and then we can put our focal right over the top of it. What do you guys think? You don't throw anything away? I know. Yeah, Melody, I always take these little pieces and just collage them together to make something fun. All right, what do you think of this? And then the edges will sort of roll up, and then we can take maybe a Tim Holtz person. Here's my small people. And then you don't see the fact that the thing is on upside down as much. You still can tell, but let's see. We've got that little girl. I think it needs something darker. I'm looking for something a little more rustic. We've got her. Misty, this one's kind of the one that you're directing, so you tell me what you like. We've got the little girl with the dog. I've got this guy with, oh, that fits really well on there. I've got the guy with the dog. It's a bigger one of the same thing. I've got this little girl. Good. Will you pick which one you want? I've got this little girl. So our choices so far are the girl with the dog, the guy with the dog. She's a little bit small on there, but not too bad. Got that one. I've got these two people, this little couple. That's cute. That's probably my favorite so far. Oh, I love this little guy. I've got this little guy with his feet crossed and his little hat and cane. That's another option. Okay, do you want to flat out eliminate any of them, Melody? Or do you have a favorite that you want to shout out? And see, these things just come together. You know, you just kind of got to start working. I know we all face that creative block. The couple looks adorable. This one, I think so too. Okay. Oh, that was Misty. What do you, little girl or boy says Penny. I want to get Melody to weigh in because she's the one who wanted the rustic. The rest are all little girls or boys. Which one's Penny? The ones with the pets or the ones without the pets? Yeah, they're all pretty adorable, but oh, this little girl and boy. Yeah, those are cute too. Melody, what do you think? Yeah, any of them really are good. It's all that stuff around. I love this rolled up fabric like that. I don't know if you guys can see that kind of up close, but this fabric just, and I only glue it down up to the point it starts rolling, so you can, you know, unroll it if you want to. The lady and the dog, the girl and the dog. Okay. Is that the one, Melody? She's got such a stern face. That's the only thing I don't care for about that one. But other than that, she's cute. Looks like a lassie dog. Yeah, it does. It does. Okay, let's get... That was the first one I put on. Isn't that funny? Because a lot of times you go for your first... Yeah, and if you'd like to kind of be the one to... you know, choose what we do, then when we get ready to do an Oscar input, then pop your input in there. Okay, let's put her right here. And then let's get some Fabri-Tac. They are, we had a Sheltie a couple of dogs ago. And while they're not a collie dog, they don't get big like a collie. They look like collies. Their fur and their markings are very much like collies, and we sure liked that dog. Right, let's put this on here. Okay, there's that. Now we need to put the fabric down on the paper. You know, on some of the things that I've been making for sale, I have not been inking the edges because I know some people don't like it. And so I figured I would just leave it and let the person get it. But on stuff like this where we're making it, I'm with you guys. I really like to ink the edges. All right. I'm gonna cut that little straggler off of there. How's that for rustic and vintage? And we will put these guys away. And then we'll ink these edges. And we'll ink the back. I have a toy Yorkie that thinks she's huge, but yeah, those little dogs. Our little Sheltie was the same way. He had no fear of a big dog. He didn't realize that he was just a little guy. And he wasn't mean, but there were certain dogs, and I don't know if it was their scent or what it was, but there were certain dogs that he would get aggressive with, and most of the time not. But he wasn't afraid to bark and stand up to them and let them think he was a big bad dog. All right, Melody, what do you think? Does it need something more? I don't know if it needs something like a little tiny word up here. What do you guys think? Or is it cute just like that? What do you guys think? Cute the way it is, or add something more? Let me see. Let's see what I have. Nope, that's too big. Maybe a word. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe a word up there, but I've got to find one that's small enough. Got to find just a little tiny one in here. And I do have some little tiny ones. I just got to find them. They're down at the bottom, probably. There we go. How about inspire? And I can cut that down even a little bit more. So is anybody else besides Penny crafting while we chat? Well, it's 1:48, And I said I wasn't going to go over an hour with these. There we go. How about that? How about inspire right up there? That look good, you guys? I think it does. I think it does. You're working, Tina T? I might, on the next craft and chat, kind of do this same thing. I was hoping to get more than, you know, just a couple of things made, but you know what? If I only get a couple things made, then that's worth it. Okay, there it is. With the little rolled up fabric there. I like it a lot. And the little inspire. So I have 10 minutes. Shall we try to do one more? Yeah, it does. I love that fabric. I kind of, it was a happy accident. I was looking for some fabric to put down one time, and I tore this like jersey. It's like t-shirt fabric. And when I tore it, it curled up, and I thought, "Oh, that's really cool." So gave me something else, but it was kind of a happy accident. Shall we try one more? If we go over a little bit. So we've got 2. Let's do one more real quick. All right, somebody give me a topic. What do we want to make? We can do something kind of, do another one. Okay, I've got this piece, and it's got fibers all over it, and I thought if we put some buttons on there and then some papers behind it, that would be really cool. That was one of the things I wanted to do. So I'm going to pick the next one. We're going to pick kind of an abstract with buttons. And not that. Ooh, look at that. Does that go well? Or should we just leave it brown and just put some strips of paper behind it? But leave the brown, and I might do some stamping on that. Hey, Rosie, we're on our last piece. So welcome. The way this works is you get to help me create. I create, and then once this one is done, then you all will get a chance to pick the one you like. Well, if you win the drawing, you'll get to pick what you like, and then no, I don't think I was going to use black for the stamping, but I think I'll stick with the browns. So Rosie, I'll be asking questions here in a little bit about your input. And if you want to give input, you can, but you don't have to in order to join the drawing. Okay, I like that. Then we'll put a little clock in here. And let's do one more. Got this little letter stamp. I need some Something there and something there. All right. I think that's enough stamping. Now, you guys tell me what you think of this. Put this here. Actually, no, I was going to bring this down here. And this one up a bit. What do you guys think of that? And then we can put some buttons in the middle of it. Yeah, you'll have to watch for my craft and grabs because I didn't want to do just a craft and chat. I want my goal this year is growth, and I really want to grow my presence in the community, my connection to all of you people, my channel, I just want to grow. And so I thought I need to do some things that are more interactive. I mean, a lot of people do craft and chat, and this is craft and chat too. I mean, we do chat and I'm crafting, but I think the chance to walk away with one of these pieces is kind of fun. And then I really do rely on you guys to help me create, which is probably why I'm not, if I was just slapping stuff down and making stuff, I probably could have had a bunch of pieces done, but I like getting your input because I don't always have all the answers. Now, I don't know, is this a sticker? I don't think it is, but nope. Okay, I'm going to put this down. I like it, and the buttons will be fun. Yeah, we'll have to pick out some buttons. You guys can help me pick the buttons. And boy, do I have buttons. Let me just tell you. Okay, there's that piece. And then I'm going to, I left the edges a little bit uncovered so I could tuck these in. Okay, there's a little bit of blue. I probably don't need this quite this wide since we're going to tuck it in. This was a fun thing that I did one day. I just took fibers and started gluing them down, and there's some fabric behind it. There's a little cheesecloth behind it. So it's very textural. Having goals is always fun to see accomplished. Oh, I know. Yeah, Rosie, we'll pick where the buttons go in just a second. Let me get this piece down, and then I absolutely will ask you guys. I was also thinking right down the middle with all of those fibers. Okay, so there's that. Got a little bit of paper back there. Now let's get out the, and I like the stamping in the background. I think it just gives it, well, we've got a lot of choices to make. Rosie, did I get these buttons from you? I can't remember. A cute little pony. And this, Rosie, I don't know if you saw at the beginning, this is actually an index card with writing space on the inside. Got some vintage buttons here. So here's what I was thinking, and then you guys can tell me if you're thinking something different. I want to get fairly flat buttons because it is a writing space on the inside. Ooh, that actually might make it a little more rustic. And I don't want to make it too lumpy for writing. So there's those two, and then maybe a, where's my big jar? And I've got this great big jar of neutral buttons. It's a little big. Let me throw out a design, and then you guys tell me if you like it or you want me to move things around. What do you guys think of that? Too much on the buttons, too big, too little? Now, Rosie wanted something up here. We could take, you know what I could do instead of buttons? I could take those little enamel dots and put 3 little ones going down. Were you the one that did the video once on how you made your washi tape from your scraps? Yes, I did. So what do you guys think of that? Are those too big, the buttons? Too many? Not the right colors? I'm almost thinking this one here is still too big. I think it just needs to be a little one. At least that's my thinking. There, I like that a lot better. I did. I'll show you at the end. So what do you think, guys? And it's just now 2 o'clock, so we're not going to go over by too much. And then I was thinking, ooh, I've got these little pieces of cork that would be pretty cool here. Rosie was thinking something here. What if I put 3 little cork pieces right there? And maybe 3 down here too? What do you guys think of that? And do I need to put 3 cork pieces down here in the lower right to balance it? Or is 3 just at the top? I would put the small one more in the middle of the other 2. Yeah, but then it gives a linear, like it's just all in a line, and that maybe up here instead of down below, maybe up here instead. I actually do like that a little bit better than down here. What about like that? What do you guys think? Well, because I think it looks like a sweet pony. Oh, I'm covering the head. Oh no. Yes, Melody says. What about anybody else? Tina T, what do you think of this? And Rosie, do you like the, you said in the upper left, do you like these little cork pieces up here? I'm going to start gluing down the buttons because I do think that they work. And then we'll do the drawing because we're right at 2 o'clock. Looks great. Rosie, do you like the cork pieces? I'm going to put these on because I think they really enhance it. And then you tell me if you think I need to put 3 more at the bottom, or anybody tell me, do I need 3 at the bottom as well? Or is the 3 at the top good enough? Those suckers are hard to glue. They have sticky on the back of them, but I don't trust that sticky stuff. So I usually put a little bit of Fabri-Tac on them as well. This is fun, Cheryl. Thanks, Melody. I really am trying hard this year to do different things than what everybody, because, and not that what everybody else is doing is wrong. I just want to do some different things. And I thought this interactive and winning a prize and all of that would be great. The other thing I have going on, and I hope you guys are participating, after a video, or you can go back on any of my videos, be sure you put comments, because at the end of the month, we will pick a random comment, and that person will get a package of Happy Mail from me. But it's for the people who comment on the videos. So I'm trying to do some new things this year. All right, what do we think? And Rosie, you can glue 2 more on the other side of those corks. Oh, up here at the same place and put 5 up there, you mean? Or down here at the bottom? I don't know how much room I have to put 2 more up there. I could squeeze them in. Oh, nice. I'll be sure to, yes, top side. Okay. Let me get this inked, and then we'll go up and see if we can squeeze 2 more in there. Because, yeah, we definitely want to do it in even numbers. We all know the rule of 3, or not even numbers, but odd numbers. A lot of times it's the rule of 3, but as long as it's an odd number, that works. So let me get this inked up real quick. Oops, I'm completely off camera, but I'm just inking, so it's not. So while I'm finishing up this one, you guys be thinking, if you win the drawing. In fact, we've got 6 watching. Let's do 1 to 20. Why don't you guys go ahead and put your numbers in 1 to 20 while I'm finishing this up, and then we'll do the drawing. Okay, 2 more, Rosie says. We'll do it. Kind of in between, and make like a little cluster up there. We'll shoot. These little things are hard to, they're so tiny. There we go. Now there's a lot of extra glue there, but I'm going to let it dry just a second. Let's see if I can pick it up with this paper towel, because I'm not going to be able to get my glue eraser in there. Like that, Rosie? Get 5 up there. I like that. All right, so that's the last one. I still think it needs something down here. I can see those shiny spots, and they're driving me crazy. I don't like that. Okay, that's better. I'm going to put, I've got some bigger ones. I'm going to put 2 of the bigger ones down here just for balance. And it's only 2, but between the ones at the top and the ones at the bottom, there are 7. So that's still an odd number of little cork pieces. You know, this is also why I don't do a lot of D-stash. I have so much that I can work with just because I've collected over the years. It's really hard for me to let stuff go because I think, what if I'm working on a piece one day and I could use that? And it's like going to be just the perfect thing. All right, what do you guys think of that? We got 5 up here, got 2 down here, or should it just be 1 down there? I think 2. I think it needs to be 2. So there it is. What do y'all think? All right, ladies. So we have this piece. There's some other pieces. There they are. We've got this piece, and we've got the floral piece. Let's see, and I've got those in. And let me find, in all of this mess, let me find my phone if I can. And if I can't, I'll just ask. Hey, Siri, pick a number between 1 and 20.
It's 6.
All right. Well, it looks like, Melody, you're the closest without going over. So congratulations. You tell me which one you would like. Melody. And I've got a package to send to you, and so I will just include it in that package. You want the one that you helped design, or do you like another one better? The one with the dog, the one that you did. Okay. Some people like for me to ask me to sign them on the back, and some people don't want it because you may want to use it in your journals. So do you want me to sign this one or no? And it will not hurt my feelings if you say no. Hey, Big Mama, we're just finishing up, but you can watch the replay. And what do you think, Melody? You want me to sign or no? Sign and date. Okay. I absolutely will. Well, ladies, this has been another fun session. I hope that it catches on and we start getting more people, although the small crowd is really nice too. I may do something similar next time, just using up scraps because I still have a lot, but we'll see. I mean, this time we only did some cards, so maybe next time we'll do pockets or, I don't know, something. So thank you. You're just dragging in everywhere. I'm sorry, Big Mama. It was a really fun session, though. We craft together. The ladies kind of pick the theme and the topic and give input. And then at the end, somebody can grab a prize. We pick a number, and whoever gets it then can grab one of the items we made. And that was Melody this time, but who knows next time. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Misty, I'm glad we had fun, and I'm going to try to resend that email I sent to you. Like I said, I did reply, but it didn't go through for some reason, so I'm going to try it again. All right, ladies, thank you for the support. I love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.